Well, here's another bit of news from twitter.com. It's being tweeted out by at creationent. That's at creationent. And it says a
Oh, yeah.
star-studded Saturday at Star Trek Chicago. Look at this. We've
This was
got
just so
So awesome.
awesome.
Q telling stories,
Hmm.
making a magic spell right here.
Mm,
Whoa, he's wearing a real watch. It's
that
Yeah,
looks
interesting.
cool.
And then we've
we've
got
got
here,
two
we've got the lower
watches.
deckers, Tawny Newsome,
Oh, look, they
Don
tagged on
Lewis, and
there.
Eugene Cordero giggling.
Ryan's
Yay!
arm.
Ryan's arm. Oh yeah, that's right. I moderated that
That
panel. There's my
is
arm.
Ryan's arm.
There's
Good
my
shirt color.
sleeve, and there's my elbow. Wow, what a deal. That's totally fine. I forgot that I moderated that panel because there's just they didn't quite cut me out good enough, well enough. They almost did it. You see, they're all laughing at a joke I made, probably.
Oh yeah,
That's probably what it
that,
is.
that's it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And here's our
Oh,
friend Gates McFadden with
so
Ooh,
this
her
look
was
at
on
big
those
fun
Saturday, right?
earrings.
earrings.
Yeah, they looked amazing. And this was on Saturday, which was the 37th anniversary of TNG. So it was like
Mhm.
extra special getting to see a TNG panel or a TNG like main cast member talking about it. And I went with my dad because we watched it together. So fun.
She's got a ring on her pinky.
And then we've got Jeri Ryan, of course. What is this thing?
Something about
Here
I did.
for the I did.
Descent, probably.
Yes,
Or I disappear, maybe.
Here for
something I just went.
How was her panel, Dr. Anne Marie Siegel,
Oh my gosh. I
on
have to
Saturday?
say, like, so I didn't go to that many panels because I was learning how to do other stuff at the convention, but the ones I went to were so fan. Every time I go to a panel, I'm always like, it always exceeds expectations, and I always tear up because I'm like, I can't believe I'm here right now seeing these people from TV, the shows that matter so much. So that happened like with the seventh rule panel, which was the best ever. And Gates. And then I have to say Jeri Ryan's was so special. And there was a somebody asked, like, it was mostly questions, and some of the actors who've been doing this for decades, it's just like an art form. It comes like so second
Mhm.
nature, and they really command, like, I don't know how big the room was, but it was like it was full on
Was
Saturday.
huge. Yeah.
And so they really command a room of like tons of people, and you just like sometimes can hear a pin drop when they're talking, and everybody, you can just like feel the happiness and like emotion. And Jeri Ryan like really like mirrors it back and takes it in. And somebody
Hmm.
asked her if she could sing a few bars of You Are My Sunshine, which is one of my favorite episodes, Someone to Watch Over Me, which after this story I had to come home and watch it with my family. But somebody asked if she could sing a few bars because when her baby sister like was passing away, her dad would sing it to her. And then so Jeri Ryan sang a few like lines, and then she was crying and everybody was crying. It
Aww.
was such a magical, special moment.
That's
I love Star
beautiful.
Trek so much. Yes.
Wait
I
a minute.
read
I just
a
realized
lot of.
something. I just realized something. That picture of the lower deckers
Yes.
actually does have four Star Trek stars in it because this elbow was featured
You
in
were
the
in a Star you were in Star Trek.
2009 in the
Yes.
2009 J.J. Abrams movie. So that's what it is. That's why they only showed that way they could be like, see, do you recognize this elbow from the 2009 J.J. Abrams movie? That's what it is. That's why they did that.
Oh yeah.
They didn't want to be
Um,
distracted with like a foot
that
or
elbow
a,
hasn't
a
even aged at
face.
all.
That elbow hasn't aged a day. Wow.
Oh,
Still
it's so
prime elbow.
good. I know Brett Homer said in the live chat, says ST Chicago is great and they hope they bring it back. And one thing you can do is to email your feedback to creation and say
Mhm.
how much you loved Chicago and hope it comes back to Chicago.
Mhm.
So Bob, Redshirt Bob, is this Bob of Bob and Sue? One of my favorite people to meet at Chicago. He says Chicago was my first
Yes.
Star Trek con, and I'm an OG. Had a great time. It was so fun meeting so many
Yes.
people in the live chat.
And I think this is his first time in the live chat because he was a little bit shy about joining the live chat. So welcome, Richard Bob. We're happy
Yeah.
to see you here.
Hi to Sue.
Yes.
Hi, welcome.
All right. Yeah. So if you want to make suggestions, just click on that link and it'll take you to where you can leave, feedback to creation. Or if you want to suggest a city, if you want to say what a great fun time STLV was, or ST Nash was, or STCHI was, click on that link. If you want to suggest a city, click on that link. If you want to be weird, leave a comment below.
So here's my like specific questions. So when you click on the link, there are a few different emails. Like which one's a
Right.
good one to respond to?
Well, kind of gives you some options. Usually a sponsor is a good one.
Mhm.
Because that's for guest suggestions. So that's where you're going to go for like suggestions. If you want to suggest a town, if you want to give feedback, things like that, that's a good one. If you want to ask about tables, things like that. So that's kind of like a good general one, a sponsor at creationent.com.
Thanks so much for watching that clip. We go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern with all the latest Star Trek news on the virtual TrekCon channel.